Morning folks, Strongman here. Welcome to one of my newer sessions. Today is grip and guns. Please enjoy. So this is my basic gripper pack. This came with a gripper, adjustable one, but it's not much of a challenge for me, so my boys got that. And I've since added some extra ones which are a bit sort of stronger resistance. So I start my grip session with the egg, and I find this is helpful just to warm up each part of the hand, really squeezing it in different areas, particularly in there in that webbing. It's nice to have some of this nature. I mean, it's like a rehab tool really, but it does do the job nicely, as I say, just warming the hand up. And then move on to this finger exercise, if you like. Again, just as part of the warm-up, and I'm doing each finger individually. Excuse the snoring, that's Garage Strong Dog in the background. Again, this is, say it's good for things like guitar and trombone, I guess, saxophone. Strengthening the fingers, but ultimately it's a rehab tool, and I just use it as a warm-up aid really. Then I move on to the donuts. This one is pretty easy. This one is about the same really. This one's a bit more of a challenge, but I can now comfortably close that. I couldn't when I started this session, this grip workout, if you like. That was quite tough, but see, my grip has improved. And lastly, as part of this warm-up, we got these finger stretchers, if you like. Get them on. Again, that little finger in usually takes the other hand to do it, and then you just going from in to out, stretching the fingers out. Birds playing up in the background now. Obviously different strengths again, so we work up, that's probably the easiest. I can't remember which is the strongest now. That one's the strongest at 11 pounds. So after my grip warm up using my little bag of tricks, I'm up to my main event for the grip work, which is either dead hangs or sort of axle holds behind the back, or as today is Dinnie work, or replica of the Dinnies. Particularly as I approach a competition where that's one of the events. So we're at 50% of the Dinnie weight, so we've got 93 kilos on that front handle and 72 on the back handle. And what I normally do is 2 sets, so I'll do like a tester set, if you like, and then try and beat my PB on the second set. Please enjoy. What I'm going to do for the trial run, normally I just have a go without chalk or anything, and then I really chalk up for the main go. But I'm going to try it with gloves. I don't know if they're allowed in the comp. Now this seems to be just about pain in the hands rather than actual strength. So give it a go, just to see what the difference is. It may or may not help, and then I'll chalk up for the proper go. Ish. That certainly makes it a lot nicer in the hands. And I've probably beaten my PB there. Stops just the skin trying to rip off, but I think that's the name of the game really. We'll see. Right, that was literally just past my PB, about 35 seconds. So it didn't make a great deal of difference, although it was much less painful in the hands. So I'm going to keep the gloves on again just to avoid wrecking my hands really, although I'm still working the event. See if I can go a bit longer. So if I should change hands. That's a bad idea. Slightly different. Yeah, don't like it with that hand in the front. Don't know why. Right, let's beat that 35. Still quite painful. Oh, I'm not sure if I've beaten that now. Oh dear, fingers killing. Just the same sort of problem. Concentrating more towards the end, the pads feel better obviously. Well, that was just awful. I'm glad I disassembled that. I just don't get any better at it. It's just pain. But I suppose that's the idea. It's like a pain tolerance test. Awful. Right. After that, my main sort of grip session, if you like, I come back to the grippers, which I omitted at the start. And we're on the 200-pound gripper here. So I do as many as I can. Oh, needs a bit of chalk. I'm slippery. Hang on. A little bit of liquid chalk applied now just to stop that sweat. So I do as many as I can. This is the one I'm working on, the 200-pounder. Many as I can with each hand. Closing it, obviously. Oh! 7, that's my new record. So it was 7 on the right and only 3 in a fail to shut on the left, which is PB for both. Then I drop one down, so I'm on the 150, do 2 sets with each hand. So I've done 2 sets of 15 with each hand, then I just do a negative with each hand. So close it and just hold on to it as long as I can. After all that, it starts to peel quite quickly. You're opening millimetre by millimetre. I know it's humid, but we've got a right sweat on just for working grip. Just try and squeeze it back a little bit. Oh, good Lord. Ah! So was the crux of my grip part of the session anyway. I'm on to one of 3 bicep sessions I do. I just alternate them, and today it's session 2. Just focus on the easy bar. So 3 exercises. We're on the preacher. As you can see, I do 3 sets on this. I've got 30 kilos and I build up to about 35 with the different hand positions. Yeah, let's do that first then. We're on the narrow one now, so my second set. Just working the lower part of the range, obviously. No point bringing it right up. So we'll work the top part of the bicep on the next exercise. This is really the bottom, tie in with the lower arm part of the bicep. Lost count there, but we're looking for sort of 10. I'll do one more set on that now, a bit higher weight, back on the wider position. Okay, next I'm going to do a seated easy bar curl. This time we're working the top part of the bicep. So we're different sessions, basically just target the biceps in different ways. This session, for example, we're going to hit the lower part, then the upper part, and then a bit of the brachialis. One of my different sessions, session 1 I think it is, there's a wider bar, so we're working the inside more, and then a narrow rope curl which works the outside more. So like I say, we're just attacking the bicep from different angles, making it a little bit more interesting as well, because I haven't done bicep work for a long time, but it's kind of like a bodybuilding style if you like on the guns there, but it's really just give me a bit of all-round strength for something like cleaning the log, for example. So that initial bit is a bit of a bicep work, so just to get a bit more all-round strength to protect myself there really. So I think we're just on the wide position here, and we're just focusing on that squeeze at the top and up to the nose. Careful not to smack the old beak. So I've gone a little bit heavier on that in the past, but I'm wary of my wrists, so just did another set on that 35. Now I've dropped to 30, I'm going to do reverse curls, which it really hits the brachialis there and sort of bicep tie-in. Still an easy bar, it's got overhand grip. Oh, left wrist, really feeling it there. Two more sets on that and that'll be it. If you've enjoyed my little session, please drop me a thumbs up and please subscribe for future Strongman content. I'm Strongman. See you soon.